Do you know what it's like to really hate someone? I mean, really hate them. With a passion, a fury, a vengeance. You know what I'm talking about? Well, these guys do. You gotta come on. The Raiders and Broncos. They can't stand each other. Like good hates evil, and evil hates good. They share players and coaches. Now tell me that don't breed contempt. What if you yard sale some old drawings to a neighbor up the street and they turned out to be Da Vinci's? You hate his guts, right? Damn right you would. And we're just talking about some ink on paper. Now what if the stakes were playoffs, championships, respect, huh? Now you don't just hate them. You want to hit them. You want to bury them in the turf. You want them looking through their ear hole. You want to say, I like your teeth, especially the ones scattered around the 20-yard line. You want their mamas to say, oh, no, that's not my child. My child has a face. Well, that's what's going on here tonight. There are Raiders. There are Broncos. There's an enclosed space. There's piles and piles of hate. And there's you. So I ask you, are you ready for some football? Well, are you, punk?
After that little blurb by the great Samuel L. Jackson himself, we got a good little battle here this afternoon. AFC West supremacy on tap of the losers bracket between the Denver Broncos, coming off a surprise win against the Green Bay Packers back on December 22nd, taking on the Oakland Raiders at home. A lot is at stake between these two teams. More than just winning and going to Foxborough to face the Patriots and keep their hopes alive. Bragging rights on tap. Two young quarterbacks, two strong defenses. Grab some popcorn, sit back, and welcome to some AFC West football. Raiders, Broncos, next. By the way, I originally planned the Steelers and Chargers game, which is why you didn't get it Wednesday night. I planned that game to be Wednesday, but due to requests, I have decided to move that matchup to Monday night. More like Monday at midnight, to be exact. Got to get that obligatory midnight NFL game in there on Martin Luther King Day. So tomorrow, midnight. So tonight at midnight will be the Steelers and Chargers in the winner's bracket. Winner moves on to the semifinals and gets home field advantage.
It's the NFL on EA Sports. Kickoff looming in this
An overcast day here in Colorado, and it doesn't matter. Welcome to Invesco Field at Mile High Stadium as we see the Denver Broncos taking on the Oakland Raiders. Jack Del Rio looking on. We see Von Miller. So it looks like the Broncos are going to kick the ball off, which means the Raiders are going to get the ball first this half. These two teams do not like each other. Will we see some hard-hitting football today? All I can say is you bet we will between these two teams. Chain snatching and all. Broncos kick the ball off, send the ball in the air. We are underway at Invesco Field this afternoon. Jones takes it out from the 4, takes advantage of some blockers, and gets brought down at the 33. Out comes Derek Carr, reeling from a tough 2-point loss to Indy back on December 21st. That is the only reason the Raiders are in the losers bracket with the Broncos, making this a highly billed matchup between these two teams. Carr is going to do a play fake to Latavius Murray. He's going to connect with Amari Cooper for the first down. Talib brought him down that time.
What you're trying to do is get the defense think you're running a go route or straight up the field, and then you're going to break back towards the quarterback. On the other end, the quarterback's looking to see that quick move that tells
got that one right there, but
and deliver the ball in that second.
Thank God, hard hitting Talib's right there. He will bring you down and possibly bring some chains down with you as well. A quick pass by Derek Carr to get into the 47-yard line of the Broncos. Kind of an interesting way to start the game. First down and 10 for the Raiders. Carr is going to do a handoff to Latavius Murray, bounce off his O-line, and off a solid gain of 7.
Sometimes we talk running backs, sometimes we talk.
Let's take a look at your Oakland Raiders offensive line with Amari Cooper, Latavius Murray, Michael Crabtree. Derek Carr's got an arsenal of toys on the offense. Carr is going to do another handoff to Latavius Murray. Slips the tackle, gets the first, and cracks Bronco territory even further.
And a nice run there to pick up the first down. Good understanding by the runner of knowing where the first down line was and getting there.
Like Davis was trying to get the tackle, so is Derek Wolfe, was the guy that Latavius Murray slipped to get by. The clock continues to run here on first down from the Raider 30-yard line. And Carr is going to be in trouble. He bounces off no line, incomplete. There's the penalty. Looks like it might be on Roby in the Bronco defense. Kubiak looking for answers. Yep, Roby. Big mistake there by the young cornerback.
For the defender, it's becoming almost impossible to play defense in some of these situations. You're trying to play through
kind
the
of hard
receiver to the football.
Tell there.
If there's any contact at all before he gets there, those officials will throw the flag and call interference.
I guess that Roby was just doing his job. Kind of hard to really call pass interference on that. The Raiders have their fullback in motion this time. Pass right side, incomplete. There's a preview of the Denver Broncos defense. Fresh off a Super Bowl 50 win. Brandon Marshall is the player that we're going to be watching today in this one. And
so they're
still at the 15. Derek Carr did not complete a pass. Carr drops to the gun. Crabtree gets the first for a gain of 11.
You know, you and I talk a lot about the incredible receivers in the NFL. Catches like that, they validate our point. Each and every time.
So,
that's why teams
how about that? Nice catch by Michael Crabtree for being brought down by his little buddy, Aqib Talib. Actually, more like he fell down. That was more like he fell on his face on that one. And they're at the 4-yard line of the Raiders to the fullback, and he got knocked back for a gain of 1 for loss of 1 on the Raiders. Broncos are going to have to play some good goal line here, as it looks like, yep, Marshall brought him down. The clock continues to run right here. And Denver is there still at the 5-yard line of the Raiders. Derek Carr discussing things with his O-line, possibly about the next play. The Broncos are going to go big on special teams here. Raiders are going to use their fullback, and who runs into a wall for a gain of 4. Going to be hopefully a 1-yard touchdown by the Raiders is in their future. Looks like they're in prime position to do so. And Latavius Murray to the right does just that. Touchdown, Raiders. Early touchdown Raiders draw first blood.
In both locker rooms, the coaches talked about setting the tone early. Didn't matter whether you started
How about that?
or defense. In this case,
The Bride
the
of
team that had the
Chucky
ball
is in
first
town,
did
boys.
exactly that. Took it right downfield and scored.
Here goes Janikowski for the PAT. And he got it. 7-0 Raiders. So this means we're going to see a preview of the young QB himself. Jordan Norwood back deep to return. And into the air he goes. Posey is going to take this one from the goal line. Posey gets brought down at the 23. Enter Dylan Murway, the 3-year Colorado State quarterback, an undrafted free agent, was on the practice squad of the Patriots for a few years before being picked up by the Broncos off waivers to replace Mark Sanchez in a surprising win against Green Bay. You see the Broncos are going to go pass here. Murway's going to hustle the ball for no gain. And it looked like 95 was there on the stop.
Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big time sack.
Right here. As we are at 2:32, 2nd down and 10.
Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down.
Here. As the handoff to CJ breaks through. Bebe gets the first. Khalil Mack was there on the stop.
When you stack up first downs, you feel like you're in control of the game. In a sense, the offense is now imposing its will against the defense.
Great run by CJ Anderson and the Broncos on that one. A little bit of contact there from Allen as he got ripped around. And then Khalil Mack was there to push him down. 2 minutes here in the first quarter as the Broncos are now at the 35-yard line.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
These teams both know that a win here means they're going on the road to Foxborough. Murway dumps it to Norwood for the first down.
And Charles, a good catch there and a first down. Brandon, excellent execution. Quarterback knew where the ball had to be
Great
placed.
pass by Murway in the 7. And Norwood was just wide open. Looked like Smith didn't pick him up. Right there. Tough to tell him. Oh, but that's kind of a missed call by the defense and a great pass on the offense. Minute 44 here in the first quarter at the Oakland 49. Murway with the pitch to the left by CJ. He stiffs a guy. He gets brought down for loss of 1. Khalil Mack was there on the stop. As you see the offensive line, Emmanuel Sanders, Virgil Green, Demarius Thomas, CJ Anderson, all toys that the quarterback gets to play with. Here in this one, 11 to go for the Broncos. Murway's going to hustle here for a gain of, looks like 1 maybe.
Bruce Irvin is an emotional, passionate player who lives to rush the quarterback.
And there you see the Raiders with Khalil Mack being the notable defender. Excuse me a sec, folks. Seconds. That's a loss of 2 by the Broncos, as I will step in here and control all future Bronco games until we get by the Patriots. 35 seconds and counting here in the first half, as they're in a 3rd down situation by the Broncos. Let's see what they can do here.
13 still left.
Murway drops way in the pocket, looks for a man, and he's still standing. Fires it. Ronnie Hillman with the catch and the first down, and finally a crack into Oakland territory. That was a nice pass. It took a little while, but that's kind of the joys of being a quarterback in this league. Sometimes you have to look for a man, but at the same time, you can't really do that because if you get somebody like Khalil Mack in to rush you and you're standing there, it's a bad deal. Dylan Murway is going to look for his man, read, panic, and use Ronnie Hillman to connect on this one. Back here at Sports Authority Field at Mile High on an overcast day here in Denver. It's been a defensive battle here. As it's 1st and 10, we're going to be using C.J. Anderson to run and possibly punch a first down for the Broncos.
And the receivers punched up.
Receivers going big here on the left. Anderson gets the block. So he's going to go up the middle for a huge gain of 8. Getting themselves closer to a first down.
After body blow after body blow. You may not get what you want early, but those add up, and by the fourth quarter...
And the Broncos are going to go to the air this time with Emmanuel Sanders and Jordan Norwood on the left side, Virgil Green, the tight end, on the right, and Demaryius Thomas, who came up big Saturday against Green Bay, to the far right. Murway drops in the gun, looks for a man, tips it to Norwood. Norwood to the 20, and he rips off a nice gain. Gain of about 14 that time.
You're exactly right, Brandon. Instead of throwing it downfield, they just throw it underneath and let the receiver do the work.
By the Broncos, as it was a nice game, but the Raiders' defense, they were no joke back then, and they're a joke now because they got rid of Khalil Mack, a.k.a. the only reason the defense has stayed afloat for the Raiders.
So first down here.
So new set of downs as we go further and deeper into Raider territory with 4:52 to go. The Raiders look to be going big here on offense. Anderson goes to the right, breaks through for the Denver touchdown. Broncos get their first points. That was nice. Look at that. He runs up, goes to the right, sheds a tackle. No thanks. CJ going for the touchdown and going for 6. CJ Bang Bang Anderson. Here we go for the extra point here. I don't know why his tips are up. Kick is up, and it's right up the middle for a tied game. CJ Anderson getting some congratulations on the sideline from Oakland, Paxton Lynch.
And we are teed up and ready to go.
I'll put this baby deep. McManus is going to put this one in the air, and it looks like Jacoby Jones will take this one out, and he gets slammed at the 25. Hard slam by the Raiders. So this means Derek Carr came out and connected with a touchdown, hit a touchdown the last drive. Let's see what Derek Carr can do this time. One man in the backfield. Derek Carr sends his tight end in motion. Carr drops in the pocket, and he gets dropped. Ball's out, and it's picked up by Miller. Whoa. Drops back, looks, and DeMarcus Ware hits him. Looked like just as Carr was going to throw it, and then he drops it. And it looks like it's a clean fumble. Looks like this is more opportunity for the Broncos to really get some great field position and put some distance on their AFC West rivals. C.J. Anderson to the far right. Look at this. Breaks the tackle and he gets brought down, but he gets it again for the Denver touchdown. Whoa. How about this? Could be a breakout performance by C.J. Anderson today. He shedded Allen, sheds 2 tackles, breaks through. Looks like he flies across the end zone on markers. How about that? Amazing run by C.J. Anderson.
So they're in for 6. Let's
see if McManus can put one up the middle for 7.
The PAT is up, and the PAT is good.
C.J. Anderson with 2 touchdowns today. 5 carries, 53 yards with a 19-yard touchdown run. That was his longest.
And the kickoff team, they all appear set.
About to go deep here on this kickoff. And it looks like it's a short kick this time. And right to Latavius Murray. Murray goes up and gets brought down at the 29. You see the game trends. Denver's really picked it up in this first half so far. And Roby blocks Amari Cooper. Well, that one incomplete.
Missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
Great pass, but he dropped the interception. Would have been an easy pick off by Roby. He was probably one of the more inconsistent corners in the league, in my opinion. It's like he's hot one week, and then he gets absolutely burned and destroyed the next week.
So incomplete on
Broncos are going for a zone look, while the Raiders have Latavius Murray to the left, 3 receivers to the right. Carr takes the snap, hands off to Latavius Murray, goes up the middle, and then falls down for a gain of 4 that time. See if they can force the Raiders to a 3 and out.
Is just trying to get into a groove by establishing their running game. Small gains as they try to accumulate the yardage, and they hope will pay off throughout the game.
As we're going to man here.
So they run it on 2nd down. Now let's see what 3rd down brings here for the offense.
Darian Stewart in the backfield. Carr going to pass. Fires it. Blocked by Aqib Talib. And it looked like Michael Crabtree was there was his intended receiver. And you see all the Denver fans roaring their approval. Remember, these teams do not like each other in Denver, and especially in Oakland, because those fans are psychotic.
So after the incompletion, special teams out there for the punt.
Special teams units out. Emmanuel Sanders is deep to return. Marquette King trying to punt to him. Davis goes straight up the middle. Sanders takes it out to the left, and he gets shoved back to the 35 that time. We're going to go pass play here for the Broncos as they look to extend their lead in this half.
The
takes the snap, rolls to the right. He's got Virgil Green, incomplete.
Really good coverage that time. Incomplete pass as the secondary is able to hold strong.
He held strong that time in the secondary, the last bit of defense.
Just out of reach. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down.
As second down, and you see Oakland's got 25 yards in terms of rushing. Fires it to the right. Norwood gets about a 4-yard gain on the play right here. Third down and 6. Great catch by Norwood, even though it was for a small gain. Jordan Norwood with 3 receptions for 33 yards, averaging 11 yards a carry. So, in other words, it's a great day if you have Jordan Norwood in your fantasy league. Murway on the run gets the first down. John Elway style. Dylan Murway with a 10-yard run to get the first. This could be the last play before 2-minute warning. Broncos looking to get another point. He gets hit as he throws. Sanders slips a tackle and gets brought down to the 30. As we hit the 2-minute warning here in Denver today, first down for the Broncos. Great first half by them so far, scoring 2 touchdowns. The third one could really open it up and really put the Raiders' hopes of doing anything in jeopardy. I told you, Dylan Murway's got a lot of speed since he did cross country in high school, but that mobility kind of needs to be toned back on occasion because not every play is going to be QB rushing for the first down. So kind of a lost pass there by the 7.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down.
Second down and 10 from the Oakland 30.
Snap comes back out of the shotgun formation.
And a pass to Virgil Green, who gets stripped for a gain of 7, however, as we go further into Denver territory.
But they're not going to go to the bench discouraged. They feel like they're starting to set the defense up a little bit, looking for the big play as this game progresses.
He had the catch, but got stripped by Carey, like the corner. Again, we would like to remind you that tonight at midnight, you're going to see the Pittsburgh Steelers travel to San Diego to take on the San Diego Chargers. That's at midnight after this game. So, in terms of third down conversions, the Broncos have been excellent today. Murway fires it deep, but it gets batted down. And this is going to be
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find.
Almost went for it there on 4th.
Every passing alley, every
Luckily, Khalil Mack was there on the stop. And the Broncos are going to have to settle for 3 as they go for the field goal unit here.
And the kicker will try to boot this
pad
one through
3
for 3 points.
On for the Broncos to further add to their dominating lead over the Raiders today. Add 3 more points for the Broncos. A good man. Raider fans, I will be providing towels in the description for what I'm about to do to your team.
And the kicker said we're just about ready.
McManus is going to punch this one in the air. It's going to fly out to the 3. Davis piles him down at the 22.
And on first down.
Carr goes into the shotgun. Crick rolls to his right, and it's picked off by Ward. And he goes backwards the wrong way to the 36. TJ Ward, the drive killer. He had a game-killing drive Saturday against Green Bay back in December. And he threw that into heavy coverage. Terrible pass by Derek Carr. Terrible, terrible pass by Derek Carr. Jack Del Rio is giving Derek Carr an eyeful on the sideline right now. I promise you that. That's the second turnover for Oakland. And as you saw back on January 3rd a couple weeks ago, turnovers can seriously kill a game. Fires it to Emmanuel Sanders. Sanders breaks through at the 17. And he's going no huddle. Trick he learned from two of the best in the league, Peyton Manning and Tom Brady. Murray keeping the defense on his feet. Green runs it in, and he gets pushed out at the 1. He was this close to getting into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Nice job by the offensive line, giving them time to complete that first down pass.
Virgil Green was there. He ran and got so close to the end zone. $19 seconds left here in the half. Could be easy 1-yard touchdown pass here. Touchdown run, most likely. Anderson punches it up the middle for the Denver touchdown. Wow. 24-7, and we aren't even done with the first half. These Broncos came to play today. They are loving the way Denver's been performing. The Raiders, however, are not.
And the
Extra point is good, so the Broncos are now up by 17 to the Raiders. Here we go. I'm going to kick this one in the air. Punch this baby deep. Punch this one deep, McManus. Pops it in the air. Latavius Murray is going to take it out deep. Virgil Green slams him down to 27. We could see maybe a last-ditch Hail Mary by Derek Carr to get a little closer to the Broncos. As the Broncos are going to be going man-to-man.
And on first down.
Derek Carr's got 3 men in the backfield this time. Takes the knee. Unusual coaching decision right there by Derek Carr and the Raiders. And Jack Del Rio as well. More terrible decisions continue to be made by the Raiders. 2 quarters down.
We'll talk to you in quarter number 3 after this timeout. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
CJ Anderson is going to punch it up the middle, shed a tackle, and get a touchdown. Broncos up by 10 at this point. Dylan Murray is going to stand here for a while, connect with his man on this one. Dylan Murray is going to roll to his right, scramble, connect with Sanders on this one.
And as we ready for half number 2,
half number 2, the Broncos are playing excellent football in this one, while the Raiders are basically being flat destroyed in every category. And lucky for Raider fans, the Broncos get the ball back this half. since the Raiders won the toss and elected to receive on the kickoff. Norwood rolls to the right. The flag is out. Kind of hard to tell. Looks like either Jeff Heerman might have gotten the flag on that one. You just see him walking by on the sideline, then mysteriously appearing back on the field. Yep. Jeff Heerman with a penalty. Going to put us deep in our own territory here as we look at the replay of what happened. Never mind. The Broncos look to continue an amazing performance. Audibling the play in. Another play here. Broncos look to continue an amazing string of performances with the extra lead here by the Broncos as Sanders gets the first down and a gain of 16. Dylan Murway is our Gatorade Impact Performer of today's game, 75% completion.
Brandon, what a tremendous play on that one. Selling the fake and completing the play action pass.
Sanders had the ball. Great play action pass there by the Broncos as he ran through and then got brought down by the defense. Emmanuel Sanders, 3 receptions for 56 yards, averaging about 11 yards a carry. Murway dumps it short to Thomas, who fought for the catch but gets brought down for a gain of 8. Dylan Murway is pulling up Tom Brady-like performances. How fitting, because at this point in the game, he very well could be going to New England and face another tough opponent. If things keep up the way they are right now.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if
another completed pass by the Broncos. Looks like they know Dylan Murway's got some tools, so they're going to the air. Murway rolls to the right, dumps it off, but gets sacked for a gain, loss of 10 that time by Khalil Mack.
Big sack
going no huddle here.
Offense needs to convert here on third. And now they're in the hurry up.
Murway to the right. Dumps it to Sanders. Sanders with a gain. Sanders up the middle. Can he get to him? Yes, he does. Unfortunately, it's brought down at the 25.
Every game, the receivers envision themselves making big plays, catches, long runs. Well, it just happened there. But sometimes when you look at the big board,
right up the middle, great third down play by the Broncos. Emmanuel Sanders came through big. You just see him rushing down the end zone. Kubiak very proud of what his Broncos are doing today and how they're performing. Four receptions. Emmanuel Sanders is averaging 26 yards a carry. Flips the run. Nope. Going.
And they'll give it to Anderson.
Anderson gets brought down for a gain of 1 that time.
How about the defensive
Play.
linemen? That's where a good run defense begins, with the guys up front. When they hold the line, hold the point of attack.
We're going to be going deep to put another one in the end zone. That's where Dylan Murway is putting up Tom Brady-like numbers in a Tom Brady-like performance. And it's batted down by, looks like, 25 that time.
The defense is going to take credit for that
Hayden brought him down, batted that pass down. That was just an awesome play by the D, by the Raiders, right here. Awesome, awesome play by the Raiders right here as we continue to wait 3rd down and 9. Perfect opportunity for these Broncos to convert. 3rd down and 4. They've been a lot better on 3rd down conversions versus when they played the Packers Saturday night, which Kubiak says was going to be an area of improvement. Bought some time. Sanders with the ball. 1st down. You just saw Murway avoided the sack. Looked like he knew he was going to get hit, so he ran to the right. Watch this play. Well, this is when Sanders caught it. He's calling for the ball, and he catches it. Knows he's going to get hit. Can't turn around quickly in time, so he flips it out of bounds. Another lucky conversion by Dylan Murway and the Broncos today.
Getting set on 1st down.
1st down and 10. Anderson gets the play and he gets slammed here. As you see the EA Sports Red Zone documentary, the Broncos have made 3 trips, 3 touchdowns. They hit 1 field goal, but they have not hit it in the red zone. And today, hopefully they're going to be putting another touchdown here. Murway dumps it. Virgil Green drops the ball. Incomplete. Spanking the Raiders like redheaded stepchildren right now. They are at the 8-yard line for the Broncos. They need 6 to convert.
Here we go on 3rd down. From the shotgun.
Murway fires it. Norwood can't get there. But they're going no huddle. That's been helping the Broncos in this game, is the ability to go no huddle. If this does not work, this will be a turnover. Murway dumps it quick. Jordan Norwood for the touchdown. More points for the Broncos. And this is the first time we've seen a team crack 30 points in this tournament.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive.
Whoa.
Across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
Yeah, I think they can. Because this is some amazing work by the Broncos today. Almost as surprising as the Cleveland Browns when they played back on December 23rd on Sunday Night Football.
And now they try for the PAT conversion.
Which, ironically, is what they're going to get next year.
Now the extra point kick is good.
Believe it or not. You know, the way Baker Mayfield's been performing.
And we are teed up and ready to go.
McManus is going to punch this one to the right. It's a long kick. And Jacoby Jones takes the knee as they're going out to the 25. Tell you what, the Broncos are enjoying this. Next game, since they pretty much won, they will be going on the road to Foxborough here. So it'll be their first road game since Minnesota.
So a nice chunk of yardage there before he's taken down the ground.
And I heard the weather for that is rumored to be absolutely gorgeous for a little lunchtime battle on Wednesday.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
2nd down and 4. Derek Carr goes to the gun. Latavius Murray with the catch, and he rips off a solid gain. Impressive by Derek Carr, considering how terrible he's been today. 1 touchdown, 208 yards, 73.7% completion versus 42 for Derek Carr. You can obviously tell by just looking at the freaking scoreboard which team's having the better game. And it's not the Raiders.
And this should be the final play before
this will be the final play of the quarter ends. Derek Carr gets sacked. 2nd down and 10. He got hammered that time. Looked like by Von Miller. Couldn't really tell. I think once we look at the replay on this highlight reel.
3 quarters down, 1 to go, and we'll get to that last one.
Almost home in Denver, as we're seeing a dominant game in this one. As you see Dylan Murray connects with Emmanuel Sanders, and look at him go. Nobody's going to catch him until there. Derek Carr is going to connect with Latavius Muddy on this one. Here you see Dylan Murray. He's proud of what his team is doing. He's ready for a tough challenge in New England next week.
Welcome back to the
NFL final act today here at Sports Authority Field.
That just simply hasn't been the case.
Between AFC West rivals, the Raiders haven't done anything today other than a touchdown at the beginning of the game by the fullback.
So a nickel formation here for the defense.
And to leave going at it with Michael Crabtree. Hopefully we don't see any chains snatched. Loss of 2 that time. So the Raiders are going to have to go to a long ball. Here.
So second down
going long. This one looks like they're going to have to go to pass.
The snap from the gun.
And Carr fires it deep to Crabtree to lead there on the stop again. 4th down and 2. The Raiders were able to crack Denver territory, however. Unfortunately, that was to no avail. That time, as you see, looks like the Raiders are going to go for it. I mean, they're down by 24, but never hurts to try it. Admire Derek Carr's gutsy move. And question is, if it doesn't work, this is going to be a turnover. Cooper with the no. Turnover on downs in Denver territory. Whoa, that would have been big for the Raiders. Derek Carr. He knows that his team's probably not going to make it to New England because the way they've been performing today has just been terrible. So this means the Broncos are going to go on a run here. There you see the quarterback in today's game turn 8 yards, rushing and passing. FYI, this does include his amazing rush attack. C.J. Anderson to the right. Can he try to break a tackle? Nope. Gain of 2, however.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. And they're going to speed things up here.
We're going to really try to keep the Raiders on their feet.
And QB's calling something out.
Calling out some instructions here. Murray drops in the gun. Fires and gets hit. Gain of 10. 2 sacks by Khalil Mack. Denver is at least one thing Khalil Mack's been doing.
He's trying to do everything that he'd been taught, right?
One thing the Raiders have been doing so really well today
there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball.
is they've been sack kings compared to the Broncos. Kind of ironic, seeing the fact that they're freaking Super Bowl 50 champion defense incomplete.
Almost taken away by the defense, but it falls innocently to the ground.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not.
Stewart, we're going for it. Run up the score on the Raiders.
All the time. If you have really
It's like
good
Virgil
hands,
Green
you'd
was
be
there on
playing
the stop.
offense.
There on the try to get the ball, but it was there on the stop.
And instead of punting, they're going to elect to go.
They're going to go for it
on
here.
fourth down.
Unlike
Two
the
tight end
this
sets
could
this
either go
time.
really well by either the Broncos or the Raiders.
Pass.
Murray to play action, fires it, and it's intercepted
Defense with the
by
wrap up.
Nate Allen at the 15-yard line.
He had that pass back, but a nice play by the defender to pick it off.
Whoa. Jeff Heerman was the intended receiver. He was trying to go for the home run ball, but Norwood was in the back. We're going to Broncos. It looks like they're going to be playing zone. And this isn't that shocking. I mean, considering how well the Broncos have performed today on offense, with a big lead that like that, it kind of isn't that much of a blow. As the Broncos call a timeout. Here, so it's allow both teams to get a break. Von Miller getting a drink on the sideline, possibly from the defensive coordinator.
So timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense.
Going big here.
Second
They're going to
down
be bringing the
following
sink.
run. And the defense comes out in the dime.
Carr drops way in the pocket, passing the flat to Latavius Murray.
Hey, the defense is in this game as well.
Great defensive moves by the Broncos that time, holding the Broncos to the Raiders to a 3rd and 6 so far. As he tried to fake the cut back, and then Roby was there on the stop.
Still in search of the first
Third down and 6. And blitz. Broncos going to bring the sink here, and he gets sacked as he throws. Derek Carr incomplete.
You really can't pin that one on the quarterback, Charles. The O-line, they've got to protect that.
And they know it. That's their meal ticket. They want to take care of the big guy behind them. In this case, they let him down.
The defense holds serve there on the
They held serve that time, so this means Marquette King will be out for probably the 5th time in this game to punt this one to Emmanuel Sanders. And it's a nice punt.
And the punt returned by Sanders.
Look at this. This could work. And an amazing field position by Emmanuel Sanders at the 29-yard line. Wow.
Brandon, there's nothing like having a dangerous return man. They can completely change the momentum of the game, and it also turns into a second offense. You don't have to just rely on your passing or running when you can pull up returns like we just saw on that punt.
That nearly was a big return for the Broncos to really pitch it to the Raiders and really stick it to them.
These are not the runs that you're worried about early in the game. These are runs that you're establishing now for later in the game, trying to wear a defense down and create holes that you'll exploit later.
Oh, we're already exploiting him now. Why does it matter? We're exploiting him now. Anderson is going to take it up the middle for the first. First down, Broncos. Let's add some points, really piss off some Raider fans.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Murray to C.J. Anderson. Anderson gets caught behind some blockers, but gets brought down. Here you see the Broncos. They have been perfect pretty much across the board in terms of touchdowns, in terms of running, passing, touchdowns, and trips to the red zone. They've been perfect in pretty much everything. Pretty much at this point. Could be a 13-yard touchdown pass. This is going to be most likely the final play of the game. Demaryius Thomas gets short of the first down for a gain of 5 as we continue. The clock will continue to run. They get the playoff.
And this looks to probably be the final play.
Murway hustles it in for the Denver touchdown. Right as time expires to put the final dagger into the hopes of the Raiders. Losing by literally 30 points.
Well, they didn't need any more points there, but they went ahead and chalked them up.
Well, you know this, Coach. He takes it all the way to the end each and every time. And
Great run by Kubiak. Got to get that John Elway style hustle to the end zone. Great job there. As looks like that will be it. As the PAT seals it for the Broncos. As they move on to Foxborough. The Raiders surprisingly didn't even use their timeouts compared to Denver. As right here, see what I'm about to do?
In the very early going, we knew where this one was trending, and it stayed that way.
Goodbye, Oakland.
One team came off the bus.
Not like you needed a home in 2019 anyway.
Saw that right from the first whistle.
What's so sweet about these divisional wins is there's so much familiarity, sometimes not only with the players and the coaches, fan bases too. It's very widespread when you win this game.
And that's what it's all about.
Great game by the Broncos, as this game is officially the highest scoring, probably the most lopsided win in this tournament since the Chargers and Chiefs. Remember, that game was at 11:30 at night, so I'm not sure if many of y'all watched that. Jack Del Rio going in to shake my hand. C.J. Anderson with a nice gain. Looked like he slipped a tackle, slipped two, get up through, barrel rolled to the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Just to remind you that tonight at midnight, or I guess technically it'd be Monday. So tonight at midnight, as soon as the clock strikes 12 tonight, you're going to see the Pittsburgh Steelers take on the San Diego Chargers at midnight under the lights out in Qualcomm Stadium. Here's something 90s kids remember. Qualcomm freaking Stadium. Anyways, final score from a very lopsided game today. And when I say lopsided, I mean look at this. Wow. Raiders scored only 7 points the entire game compared to Denver's 24 and a touchdown a quarter in the second half. So this means we're going to be capping off in this one. Final score, Denver Broncos 38, Oakland Raiders 7. Rip to Oakland. In this one. So again, I'm going to show off the uniform preview tonight. The Steelers will be wearing their white jerseys. From the 70s, while San Diego will be donning their blue ones tonight. Not these ones. No, sir. These babies. Anyways, the uniform preview for the Broncos and Patriots. I will say the Patriots will be in their main blue jerseys for this game, for the Patriots game next week. So it'll probably be most likely on a Wednesday. The Broncos will be in their road whites for this game, while the Patriots, and this game I will control the Broncos like I've controlled the past two. The Patriots will be donning their main blue jerseys, much to typical belief of them wearing their whites when it's hot on a day like what it'll be in Foxborough, because that's the typical case. So again, Broncos and Raiders next Wednesday at noon. Chargers and Steelers tonight at midnight. Seahawks and Colts Friday at 11.